Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Age 40 Years. My name's Greg, and been on a bit of a hiatus. Had a lot going on at work here lately. I don't know, just a lot going on. Traveling a little bit. Actually went to Louisville, but did nothing bourbon related other than go to a friend's house who has his own little speakeasy, which was cool. Big Eagle Rare fan, so he had an awesome custom painting there. But yeah, I haven't made a video in quite some time, and so I figured I'd get back into it with a blind. The last one I did was not too long ago, but if you watched it, no spoilers, but a good winner there. And I really enjoyed making the video. So I don't know, blinds are pretty fun, especially when you got someone to make them for you. Otherwise, it's a little complicated. So today we got four more using my good friend SLB's little Patreon. Not a gift, I bought them, but these little Glencairn clips, which are pretty cool. So four bourbons in front of us. My wife picked them out for me. I gave her zero direction except for two bottles that I asked her not to pick. And other than that, there could be anything in these. So I'm going to take a few notes while I go through this. So you see my little pad of paper here. I don't have a great spot to hide my note taking, but I'm going to take some notes, score them, and then we'll go ahead and see what we got. Again, I did not have her set the bottles aside because I don't really have a good spot to put them that I wouldn't see them. So, all right, with that, let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with A, on the nose. Well, that's just like brown sugary. That's a good color. It's nice darkness to it. Brown sugary right out of the gate. That smells great. Nose on A. Great. Nose. Okay. Brown sugar. That's good. Now, this could be a mix of rye. There could be some finished stuff in here. I really have no idea what she picked. She closed the door, and here we are. I can tell it's a bit higher proof point. Brown sugary, a little bit of tobacco on there. Not real spicy. I don't think it's a rye. I think it's a bourbon. I'm gonna guess a little bit older. Maybe like a proof point wise. I think it's kind of up there. I'm gonna say that's probably in the 120 range. Proof point. It's really good. Coats the mouth really well. It's got a great finish. The hug right now is excellent. The finish is really good. Yeah, I think there's no like fruit note in it at all. That's just like straight up brown sugary sweet with tobacco bourbon right there. Yeah, that one's good. Okay, well, I'm doing my scale out of a 5. So I'm gonna, and I'm not really revealing the scale or anything, but I'm gonna go ahead and do tenths of points or whatever. But I got that one pretty good. That one I got up there. Let's try this guy. B. You know, I wonder why blinds are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever. I wonder why it's letters. I wonder why it's not numbers. I kind of feel like the numbers would be a little easier to distinguish. And why hasn't somebody make these already? This is brilliant. Just non-branded ones, man. I really like what Trenton and the team have over there. Now this one, now that's a totally different punch. This isn't nearly as sweet on the nose. I do get some of the fruits in there, maybe a little bit of apple. A little more oaky on the nose. This one's definitely a little bit more oaky. Man. I mean, I'm getting more of like, not even, it's not caramely, it's not, it's probably more of the baking spice smell. Nose is, I'd say, a little bit more, gosh, I don't know how to describe it, like, it's just like more leathery. Leathery. Fruit. It's good though. It's good, but different. Or A, so sweet. Yeah, whew, man, A is just a sweetness bomb. This one's more like your like kind of leathery smell to it. Let's taste it. This is a lower proof point. Definitely a lower proof point. You know, I would, oddly enough, I would hazard a guess that that is Eagle Rare. That's just what it tastes like to me. I don't generally try and guess bourbons just because I feel like I'm not very good at it. But that one's got that grape flavor to it. The nose is, although I say that this one, you know, Eagle Rare to me is usually pretty sweet, so maybe I'm way off. I just ate dinner too, so that could have an impact on this. It's good. It's definitely a lower proof point though. I'd say like 90 to 95. I do not have Eagle Rare 12, so it's not that. Yeah, lighter, not a tremendous hug, grapey. Yep, that is my good as it gets guess. But overall, good pour. I like it. Also, how about these pours? These things are enormous. I don't give her any direction on size, but here we are. All right, so B, pretty good too. Let's see about C. How have y'all been? It's been hot here in South Carolina. It's been so hot. I'm trying right now just to not sweat. I'm locked in my office. Got lights on above me. The ring light that I use it's just LED, so it doesn't project any light, but ceiling fan above. Man, it's been hot. Yesterday my car said 106. That's ridiculous. I'm not built for that. I'm built for cold weather. I don't know what I'm doing here in South Carolina. I hope y'all are keeping cool wherever you are. And if you're somewhere where it's not hot, I don't want to hear about it. Don't tell me about it. We went to a baseball game on Tuesday night for a work thing, and I swear to God, I've never been more hot at a work environment in my life. I've played golf in heat. Good Lord, it was bad. All right, anyway, tangent here. C. You know, I'm gonna have a little bit of water here because I feel like I'm picking up other things. So let me have a little sip. Now this one's caramely, little ethanol-y on the nose. Kind of get that, I hate to say like fingernail polish, but it's just a little bit more ethanol-y on the nose. Not a lot of complexity to that. A little bit more just like, I'll probably eat my words later, but just kind of tastes a little bit. It's definitely, I think, a lower proof point too. That's probably closer to 100. Maybe a wheated product because it's real smooth on the palate, which is great. I mean, I love wheated. On the finish, there's really not much hug there on the back end, but I would say that's probably a lower proof point. Not as low as B. I think B is the lowest so far, but this one's it just drinks a little lighter. It also has some like weird, you know when you leave your laundry in the washing machine a little too long before you put it in the dryer? It has a little bit of that funk kind of coming off it on the nose. Just kind of that weirdness. I hate that. That's the worst. I do it all the time. I'm so bad at finishing my laundry. Yeah, oddly there, I got like a little bit of a root beer flavor. I don't know where that came from. That just jumped out of nowhere. A little bit of a root beer flavor. I love a root beer, so that note is actually pretty good. The finish, like I said, the finish just kind of finishes a true to bourbon taste on the back end. Got my trusty Pebble Beach glass. That it's funny. It's just probably a glass that you could buy at Target, but because it's etched with Pebble Beach on it, it's probably 10x the price. But whatever. What are you gonna do? All right, D. On to D. Got a squeaky chair and it's driving me nuts. Gotta get that WD-40 out. Who keeps WD-40 around all the time? We always have cans somewhere in the house. Well, typically in the garage, but I feel like something's always squeaking, so gotta keep it around. It's a must. All right, D. Ooh, that's weird. That smells like a liquor store I go to. That smells like dusty and old and like funky. That's a strange smell. It smells like a place that has old furniture. You know, when you go in and like a not a doctor's office. It's not sterile enough for that. Yeah, that smells like old furniture. Old like wood and cloth wrapped furniture. Yep, that's it. You all know it. Don't act like you don't. I'm not really sure where that's coming from. Old furniture. Okay. I have a good idea. I know what that is. Yeah, I have a good idea that I know what that is. But on the palate, that is thinner, a little bit more. Gosh, I know that flavor, but kind of peanutty, kind of. Gosh, I wish I had a good way to describe it. I'm sure there's a way to describe that flavor. I need to take like a class on whiskey tasting, but there's a flavor there that it's just the sounds so dumb. It sounds like or tastes like stretched leather. Like it's just that flavor's just stretched out, and it's kind of like a weak beef jerky. Again, probably maybe like a 105. I'd say 95, 90. We're gonna go. I don't know. Let's see. 103 proof. Stretched leather. Okay. Now. All right, so we've tasted all four. I've got some thoughts, but I want to work back through them. So in this instance, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, I'm going to go C, then B, then D, then A. Because I find that, you know, the last time I did this, I went in order, and so I don't want it to be that the one that I drink first is always the one that wins. It might be, but I want to give them all equal chance. So let's go back to C first. Man, now that it's sitting for a little while, that even smells like root beer on the nose. That's really good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that definitely helps. Going back through and doing it in a different order. That one, I mean, that's so weird. That tastes like root beer. I mean, it smells like root beer. Not really oaky at all, but just a really nice, delicious. But here's the thing. I didn't realize a lot of people don't like root beer, so I'll be curious what you say. leave a comment if you would. Do you like root beer? If you had to remove one thing from your life permanently, would you choose to remove root beer or mustard? And for me, that's an easy question. I would remove mustard. I hate mustard. But I live in the South, and a lot of people really like mustard, and they use it in recipes, especially in barbecue, mustard-based barbecue, stuff like that. No, I really like root beer from the Midwest. You know, Culver's root beer, A&W. Hell yeah, let's go. Spreckers fans out there, come on. All right, let's go back to B. Yeah, that one hasn't changed. So I think we're gonna go like this. We're gonna go like that. We go like that. And now let's go back to D. Let's see what we got here. There's a fly in here. It's driving me nuts. I guess a lot's driving me nuts, huh? All right. So we got. Yeah. Yeah, like light peanutty, stretched leather, two like. I mean, I don't have any of it on my bar, so. Oh, I bet you I know what that is. I thought I knew. Well, I got two guesses, I guess, but I think I know what it is now. All right, and then A. Drink a little bit of water first. Do you know what I mean? Stretched leather? Like, it's just weird. It's just like chewy stretched leather. Like, yeah. If here's a better description. It reminds me kind of we used to give our dog the pig's ears to chew on. You know, and I mean she used to love them. This was years and years ago. I guess you're not supposed to do it anymore, but we don't with our two dogs now. But that's what I would imagine that tastes like a little bit. Maybe that's better, but yeah. See, A is just super complex, which I'm really enjoying that. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's. I got my order. We're gonna go fourth to first. Okay, so the first one I'm gonna push out is gonna be D. You probably could have guessed that. I didn't really care for it all that much. I need to figure out how my wife did this so that I don't reveal them ahead of time. D to me is just, it was thin. It had a weird taste to it. I mean, like I call it stretched leather, whatever you want to call it. Had a weird taste to me. I didn't really. It's not really for me. It's something that I would drink it, but I wouldn't call that that's certainly not a premium in my perspective. I said it was 103 proof, so that is Wild Turkey 8-year. Huh. Okay, I'll go grab it. That is, how about this? 101 proof. Yeah, it's 101, but it's 8-year. And I said 103. So I did pretty good. I did not get it right on my guess. Hold on. We'll do them this way. So when you're looking at them, it'll be you're right to left. Why don't we go ahead and move these out of the way as we do them. All right. Second out for me is going to be B. So B to me was good. In fact, I had B in second place at first. But, you know, I decided that after a couple tastes that B was just good. Like, I still like B, but the next choice that I have, I just overtook it as we kept trying. So let's see what B comes in at. Trying to block these. Okay, Elmer T. Lee. 45. C. My guess was, man, so close. I said it was lower proof. I said it was Eagle Rare was my guess. I gave it a 3.8 originally, so let me go grab it. You know, interestingly enough, this is the second blind I've done, and both times now my wife has put Elmer T. Lee in the blind. Just a little funny. third is going to be C. So C, this is the one I said tastes a lot like root beer. So C to me was in third at first, but on that second taste, it was weird. When I did the taste, right, I went back to it, I got that root beer taste. So as we were coming back around, went back to it the last time, and I got the nose on the root beer. Now, maybe my brain was just telling me, hey, this is going to smell like root beer, but it was really nice. So C is going to be my second place, and C is son of a gun. C is Eagle Rare. Oh shoot. Well, what do you know? Okay. And I said that was probably 100 proof. Eagle Rare is a 90 proof bourbon. So let me go grab that. All right. Eagle Rare. So I'm gonna go ahead and move C out of the way, which means that my winner is A, which I'm gonna move also. A was, I mean, as soon as I tasted it, it was good. But we'll look here in a minute, but, Eagle Rare is one of my favorites of all time. I know there's hype and stuff around it. Don't really care about that. I love it. I really do. So I'm not surprised it finished second here. Curious what beat it though, because I do like Eagle Rare a lot. Elmer T. Lee has not done that well for me. This is the only bottle I have. I got it from a friend in Colorado. It's done okay, but that interesting that would come back with a root beer flavor, and I would think that Eagle Rare is in here. I thought that was Eagle Rare when I had Eagle Rare. I really hope I get the chance to try the 12 year. I really hope I get the chance. But yeah, Eagle Rare, second place. Good showing for my boy here. And then last, I shouldn't say of course, but I'll be darned. If this is not my favorite distillery right now, I don't know who is. So A is Bardstown Origin Series. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Dude, this bottle does not miss. I mean, it does not miss. I have had this in blinds so far. I had it in a blind with Weller 107. I had it in a blind with Weller 107, Penelope Weeded, and a Jimmy Red 7-year weeded. In a weeded blind I did, and it blew them all away. It's funny that these are the ones that my wife picked, because you got some big time distilleries here, right? You've got Wild Turkey, you've got Buffalo Trace in the middle here, and then you've got Bardstown. And to me, I cannot believe of all the bottles she picked, this is the lineup she picked. But to me, Buffalo Trace does a great job. That being said, Bardstown just does not miss. And at first, when I read it, I thought it was the Discovery series, which would not have surprised me, right? I've got a Discovery 10 and a Discovery 12 up there. But then I read it again, and I'm like, wait, that says Origin. So just as a reminder, this is Bardstown Bourbon Company's 6-year high wheat 2018 distilled Origin series, and it's 53% alcohol by volume, 106 proof, and it has now won 2 blinds that it's been in. It's 2 for 2. It was not in the other blind that I did recently, but tell you what, that bottle is just incredible. You should keep this on your shelf. This should be a regular drinker for you. If it's not, I don't know why. Like, I think this is a good expression. I don't think it's great. I already did a review on it. I think this is good. I would not pay secondary at all. I would only pay retail. I think this is a great bottle, and you can find it pretty consistently at MSRP. This thing is sitting on the shelves everywhere. Everywhere. Buy this bottle. Support Bardstown. It's so freaking good. They make a great product, and just time and time again, it just continues to win. So, funny choices. No real rare or special ones. I guess Elmer T. Lee's a little rare, but nothing special release or finish or anything like that. And yet again, Bardstown just takes the crown. So with that, let's get that Bardstown back out here. Let's go. All right. With that, I just want to say, I'll give you another taste. As a reminder, so good. as a reminder, please drink responsibly. Is an important message to me. I want to reiterate that. There's too many people that are affected by drunk driving, and I think it's important that it's something that's talked about. So please drink responsibly. If you're going to have a drink or two, find a ride home. And as always, cheers.